Thank you everyone so much for coming on this nice Saturday morning. It's great to see such a good turnout, and I know some of you have come from a long way, so welcome. My name is Anneke Lucassen, and I'm Director of the Centre for Personalised Medicine here. The Centre for Personalised Medicine is a partnership between St Anne's College here and the Wellcome Trust Centre for Human Genetics. And we look at all aspects of personalised medicine, which I think sometimes personalised medicine is constructed as a very techie, data, genetics-driven objective. But actually what the centre wants to do is look at the challenges towards personalising medicine, as well as the benefits of that more techie-driven approach. So we try to, as far as we can, deconstruct the common discourse around personalised medicine. And I'm really delighted to host this day that links in very well to a conference that we had just over a year ago, although it feels much, much longer ago to me, which was on facing health disparities that the centre hosted. That was mainly online, with the advantage being that all the talks there are still available. So do go to the Centre for Personalised Medicine website and look at some of those talks, one of which, of course, was Jenny's. Great that Jenny is back, having spent 4 months as a Paluma visiting fellow here. I think you're going to hear from Jenny twice. This morning, talking about a scoping review that we commissioned from some research funding, and then for her Paluma lecture this afternoon, which I'm absolutely delighted is going to happen. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Baroness Amos. We are absolutely honoured and delighted that you made it, and I know you've had a real dash, haven't you, to make it here this morning. I'm sure you need no introduction whatsoever, but I'm contractually obliged to do so. So you've had a very, very distinguished career and you are now master, did you choose that term yourself, of University College. And please have a look at the many, many other things that Baroness Amos has done, because it really is a very distinguished career. So I'm going to hand over to you and then over to Jenny straight away for your review, Jenny. Is that all right? Thank you very much.
Morning, everyone. And Anneke, thank you very much. Thank you for hosting us this morning. And can I add my welcome to Anneke's. Jenny and I have known each other a very long time. I think, in fact, we met each other on our first or second day when we were doing our undergraduate degrees at Warwick. So I'm very upset you're doing this at St Anne's, not at UNIV. But let me just get that out of the way early. Thank you all very much indeed for being here. This is an issue that is very, very close to my own heart, and I know that everyone in this room is aware of the discrepancy, the discrimination, and the racism which Black women experience in all areas of our health system. It's a scandal, there's no other word for it, which many of you have campaigned to make more visible. And I know that we are seeing some of the fruits of your work in terms of the public discourse today. And it's long, long overdue. But we have to be aware that as we tiptoe forward, and it really is tiptoe, it's very easy to make big steps backwards. My thanks to Jenny, who established and chairs the Black Women's Health and Wellbeing Research Network. And Jenny, thank you for your determination and commitment, which has helped to focus attention on this issue. There are those of you in this conference today who are researchers, you're practitioners, you're policymakers. Many of you are also activists who have worked tirelessly to improve the health and well-being of Black women. And we'll hear from some of you and also have the opportunity to network together. We'll hear later on from Elizabeth. Jenny, you will interview Elizabeth online. And I really want to put on record my congratulations to Elizabeth for being appointed a member of the Order of Merit. For those of you who aren't aware, that is one of the highest honours in this country. There are only 24 people at any one time, and Elizabeth has just been recognised for basically a lifetime of campaigning around sickle cell. It's an absolutely massive achievement, so a huge thank you for Elizabeth for everything that she's done. We'll hear from Dawn, whose work on mental health and well-being has been so important in terms of shining a spotlight on this issue. From Holly, on behalf of the Black Women's Reproductive Health Project, and again, we have had so much information recently about what has been happening to Black women in relation to reproductive health. And from Chloe and Tanuki from 5 Times More. And if you haven't had an opportunity to do so, and I forgot to do my bit of advertising, but there's their report, Jenny, wave it, which is in the lobby, and an excellent piece of work. Thank you. We'll hear about the experiences of campaigning and about policy work, the successes, and there have been successes, which we need to celebrate, and also the challenges. So many obstacles face. Hard fought, and important to recognise that commitment, determination and dedication really does lead to change. We'll also hear from Anneke about the ethical, legal and social issues which frame this agenda, including around research and some of the gaps, and the importance of diversifying data. But it's also important today, I think, to remember about the importance of coalitions and alliances. We know that we can't travel this journey alone. We have to work with those who recognise the importance of this agenda and dealing with it, those who understand our passion and have the courage, and it is courage, to work with us. Because by improving the situation for Black women, ultimately we are improving the situation for everyone. Recent history speaks for itself. We all saw the differential impact of COVID. We're hearing more and more about what is happening to Black women as they give birth. I mean, the figures around maternal deaths are just staggering. We hope by the end of today to have an action plan addressing intersectionality in particular. The more we know, the more we can implement change. We all live that intersectionality. It's important that it's recognised in policy as well. I have to apologise because I'm not going to be able to be here for the entire day, but Jenny, I hope to be back for your lecture. Jenny, over to you.